everybody. Happy Saturday. A lot of you are probably still sleeping in. Some of you are probably getting over your fun time last night. But me, nope. On my way to work. Gotta get some overtime in. Get some hours added to my paycheck. So one of the most important things that I truly believe is an extreme vital importance, and it's just vital and important to life, period, is conversation. I feel like this is extremely important in so many ways and aspects of life for many reasons. One of the biggest things that humans hold ourselves back from is expressing their thoughts, their emotions, their ideas, and their own perspectives on life. But also, when these conversations are happening, humans also like to get offended by another person's opinion. When you have these conversations, they're important, but you should have them. But when you do have them, go into that conversation with the understanding that I am not right and neither are you. None of us are right about any opinion. Unless there are proven facts in every way, shape, or form about the topic you are speaking about, then yes, you guys can have that little debacle. But still, in regards to an opinion, no one is right. It's their own opinion. Respect it, allow it, and appreciate it. But the most important thing about conversation is, if you're conversating about the right things, about the future, about your goals, about your passions, about the things that are holding you back from your own self. If you're 10 times out of 10, and this is from experience, I was having a conversation the other night with a really good friend of mine's, and it's amazing because when I do have these conversations and when I get into this moment of inspiration, into these they're not little because they last forever. We start on one topic and then we just keep going and then the next topic comes and then the next topic comes, and we're just jumping all around from different things. I come to realization that in every single moment that I have these conversations, every single moment that I speak and that I express and that I hear somebody else out, I always get a different perspective. I always learn something new out of it. There's always something that it teaches me that I couldn't see in the first place, or I couldn't understand in the first place, or that I was just kind of stuck on with myself. And this is important for this reason. A lot of the times humans have issues mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. We have all these problems. And the first thing a human does is they take these problems out on everybody else. And they sit there and don't understand why they are angry, or why they are sad, or why they're mad, or why they're stressing, or why they're struggling. They, instead of talking about these things with people, they choose anger, sad, depression. They close themselves out from the world. They stop talking to people. They blame everyone else. They sit there and say that they're not loved by anybody, or that they're alone in this world, or they have nowhere to go. They have no idea what to do. Those are the first initial things and reactions that a human has. You know how much easier it will be for your life and for your future and for who you are and for everyone else around you, period, if you were to just have that brief moment in your life where you're like, fuck, I'm upset today. I don't know why. All right, so I'm going to call somebody and talk to them and see if I can figure this out. It is that fucking easy. Conversate. Don't be afraid to express your emotions. Don't be afraid to speak what's on your mind. Don't be afraid to take criticism and to literally listen to what somebody has to tell you. Or even if it's the wrong thing, it's alright. It's okay. Get another perspective. If you don't like what that person said, you don't gotta get mad about it. You don't gotta get crazy about it. Just get somebody else's perspective. Always conversate. Always be willing to open your mind and your heart to things that you have never done before. Stop shutting yourself out. Stop thinking you have to be this cold-hearted person. Stop being attracted to the dark side of life. It's a natural habit for people. They're more comfortable with the negative than they are the positive, because they think positivity and happiness and the things that they want, their goals and dreams, are so much harder to obtain than it is negativity. You are right, because you've been you've been used to nothing but negative things. Your entire life you spent focused on all the negative things. Instead, train yourself. Spend time in your life, 21 days, 31 days. Build a habit of focusing on more of the greater things in life than the negative things. That way you can obtain those goals. That way you can change your habits and your perspective on life. But it all starts with conversation. You're never going to know where you want to be or what you want to do or how you want to get there or what's bothering you or how can I change my life in different ways or how can I heal myself if you don't open up your mouth and you don't open up your mind. Express those things. Speak with people. And don't always go into a new relationship with somebody you just met. And that's not just a relationship with like a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. That's a relationship with friends, family, people that you encounter on a day-to-day basis. When you meet these people, don't be like, I don't know you, I don't trust you, I don't like you already. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't. Just simple facts, don't. Because 10 times out of 10, you're going to come into that situation and you're going to be like, all right, I don't like this person. Boom, they're gone. But they could have been the most amazing person in your entire life. You had no idea what was going on with them or why their vibe was off at the moment. It could have just been that bad day or it could have just been something about them you didn't like. But if you were seeing something about them you didn't like, it may have been something that was within you that you need to fix. Give people a chance. Give people a chance. And if they fuck you over or if they hurt you or they let you down, that's all right. You don't gotta hate them. You don't gotta despise them. You don't gotta treat them like shit. Just simply cut the relationship off and love them from a distance and move on to the next. But doesn't mean because you have been hurt so many times in life that you have to sit there and shut everyone else out and say, oh, because I was hurt by so many people, a handful of people, that now I have to shut out the rest of the world and close my heart out and become this heartless, fucking cold-hearted person. You don't have to do that. That's the worst option. That's the worst way you can go about a situation. That's the worst way you can go about anything in life is to shut people out because you have been hurt. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to other people because you never know. You possibly doing that possibly could have shut out the greatest people in your life, the greatest opportunities, the greatest room for growth, the greatest room for healing and knowledge and inspiration. Instead, you just assume that person was bad right off the bat because of the one moment you saw them or the one moment you met them. And if they are bad and you did give them a chance, like I said, love them from a distance. But conversation is key. Speak your mind. Feel your emotions. Be authentic with every word that comes out of your mouth. Be authentic with every word that you speak to yourself in your head. Be 100% real. Be 100% honest. And if they don't like it, if you don't like it, all right. Figure out why you don't like it. Figure out why they don't like it. See if that's something that you can fix or rearrange or maybe alternate. But if not, I mean, who cares? The only opinion that matters is your own. But it doesn't mean you have to hate the world. It doesn't mean you have to hate everyone in it. It doesn't mean you have to start treating people with disrespect and just crucial emotions and reactions. Just love from a distance, people. Love from a distance. Don't be afraid to express who you are. Don't be afraid to express your emotions. Get out of the comfortability of negative lifestyle habits and get into the comfortability of rearranging your thoughts and your process and your reactions and your emotions and your feelings and your everyday lifestyle and how you live day by day. There's so many steps and there's so many processes to getting to where you want to get to. And it is a lot easier than you expect. But are you willing to do it? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to fight for what you believe in? Are you willing to actually prove to yourself that you have what it takes to accomplish what you really want? Or, and this is a very crucial are you going to allow everyone else to control your life by giving them the reactions that they are looking for and shutting down and literally doing all the things that these negative people want you to do? They may not say it. They may treat you in a way that makes you feel bad and you're just like, fuck this. But they didn't realize it or they just necessarily didn't come up to you and be like, hey, you're a piece of shit. I want you to feel like a piece of shit. They could have said something else that made you feel like a piece of shit. Regardless, you're not a piece of shit. That's their opinion. Don't take on their opinion and make it yours. Don't attach to it. Don't sit there and say, all right, they're right, I am this, whatever they're calling me or whatever they're making me feel. That's not true. Unless you believe that's true, and unless there are reasons and things to point to that in your actions that are showing that you are that thing or that emotion, or you should be feeling that way, then and only then, you're still not that. The only thing you can do is rearrange what you have been doing that makes you feel that way. Change things around, people. Start building those blocks. Start knocking down that wall of negativity and depression and things that are just stopping you from accomplishing everything you could possibly accomplish. You have what it takes, but are you willing to put in the work? That's the simple facts of it all. Are you willing to put in the work? I hope so, because you all deserve the greatest amount of happiness in your life. You all deserve success. You all deserve love. You all deserve passion. You all deserve the best. And just because you've gone through the worst doesn't mean that that's how you have to spend the rest of your life. It is Saturday. I hope and I pray and I have faith and I believe in you, and I hope every single one of you have a beautiful rest of your day. It's time to make some money. It's time to enjoy this beautiful, weird day. Looks like it's gonna rain, but regardless, have fun. I love you all. Peace out.